This mother, in order to save her children, was forced to marry a hideous monster. Enduring the judgmental stares of her neighbors, she held back her sorrow and went through with the absurd wedding. At the dinner table, the monster tried to pick up food with its tentacles, but the difference in anatomy made its actions clumsy and awkward. The mother had no choice but to cut the food and feed it to him herself. This scene made her two children, sitting nearby, extremely uncomfortable. They grabbed their food and tried to leave, but the monster used the sensory organs on its tentacles to issue a command, like controlling pets, ordering them to stay. They had no choice. Humanity was no longer in charge of the world. In 2030, a group of aliens from the planet Wave descended upon Earth. Initially, humans tried to drive them out with force, but the Wavians' technology was far too advanced. The conveniences and opportunities their technology offered quickly swayed some people. Humans began cooperating with the Wavians, and in just 5 years, Earth's economic system was completely overturned. The Wavians constructed futuristic sky cities in the atmosphere, and investing in Wavian technology became the golden ticket to entering the privileged world above the clouds. Those unwilling or unable to collaborate with the Wavians were left on the ground. The world became starkly divided. The sky cities became paradise, while the surface turned into a wasteland of poverty and despair. Influenced by Wavian technology, traditional education was replaced. Students now wore devices called simulators on their heads, allowing them to enter a virtual, holographic space for lessons. Jack, the protagonist, was an ordinary high school student who liked to express his emotions through drawing. Bored in class, he suddenly noticed a new girl in the room. Just seeing the way she brushed her hair left him completely captivated. When class ended, the students removed their simulators and returned to the physical classroom. On the podium, the teacher announced with a conflicted expression that all future lessons would now focus on Wavian culture and history. He also revealed that he had been laid off. In the efficiency-driven economy of the surface, a teacher's modest salary was no match for the cost-effectiveness of the simulators.
So congratulations, folks. You're finally rid of me.
As the bell rang, Jack gathered his courage and approached the new girl. After introducing themselves, Jenny vented about how the Wavians had upended her life. Her family's suburban home had become surrounded by garbage dumped from the sky cities. When her father sold the house, the money was only enough to drive them to their current location. Now, they were living under an overpass, constantly on guard against homeless people trying to steal their belongings. Suddenly, a gunshot rang out. The teacher who had just been fired had shot himself in front of the school bulletin board. The two startled teenagers clung to each other in fear. Looking at the teacher's lifeless body on the ground, the people around them remained eerily indifferent. In the 5 years since the Wavians took economic control, such incidents had become a daily occurrence on the surface and were only growing more frequent.